Welcome to the Global Goal, where we have Cam, me, and we have Ira to my right.
How you doing?
How you feeling?
Good, man. How are you?
Great.
I feel like at the beginning of every episode, I am in the middle of drinking something.
But that means that your hydration is at its peak level.
Fair enough, fair enough.
I know some Gatorade. You're basically like a Gatorade endorsed athlete.
You heard that?
Would you rather get paid $100 every time you drink water, or would you rather just make $1,000 a day?
Probably $100 every time I drink water. Is it like literally every...
I guess a glass. It has to be at least 8 ounces, yeah.
Yeah, still probably $100 every time I drink water. Because, I mean...
That's a lot of water, though. Or not
well,
not
some,
really.
some
Not
people,
really.
some
Not
people,
really.
you're supposed to drink...
Yeah,
some people
true.
aim for a gallon of water a day. That's
How many people you think...
It's over 100 ounces of water a day.
You've seen that from most people? You've seen it.
I've done it consistently for a little minute. When I try to,
Well,
when I focus on, look at you.
see, at Global Goal, that's not what I asked. I asked most people. The last 5 people, have you seen a jug in their hand?
Me, actually. I don't carry around a jug anymore. I used to, though. I used to be a one that carried around a jug, but not anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think I'd pick $100 every time I drink 8 ounces of water. That's an unlimited amount of money. I mean, the amount of money I would make a day would be chosen by me. So,
Understandable. All right, well, we can get into it. The headlines of football lately have been, for you, what?
pretty interesting. I think there's been some pretty interesting rumors going around. Some pretty big signings. I think.
Who do you think is going to perform more? Who do you think is going to make the fastest, quickest impact at their new club, Rashford or Madueke?
I think Madueke has a chance to go in and kind of maybe have an effect off the jump. Mm-hmm. And as far as Rashford, Barcelona's kind of been. I mean, they've kind of been doing fine. Not saying that Arsenal's been struggling or anything, but I think that the impact Madueke would have on the wing, I think they could use a little bit more. What's the word I'm looking? Urgently, than the impact that Rashford could have as a striker.
You know,
I don't think he would come in and start over Ferran Torres or Lewandowski. Me personally.
It's just Rashford has that it factor. No, okay. Rashford has that wild card factor of he can give you a stinker and give you like no help back on defense or basically filling back in like either on top of not giving you any like scoring, or he can give you like, maybe a brace like a hat trick, but like maybe he'll give you a hat trick.
Yeah.
I think his problem for coaches is like as soon as you count him out, he starts to like he'll do something good. So
It's
like
consistency. I
Yeah.
think. I don't think he's consistent enough, finding the net consistently enough to be just a main true number 9 for a team like that. Yet I don't. He's still young. I think he's still got time to maybe find his stride.
Does he still have time, or is it just like a Jadon Sancho type of thing? Like I'm just gonna.
No, I think he's still got time. I don't think that Jadon Sancho is necessarily over either.
I don't think he's over, but I think his.
I don't think that he will ever shine as bright as they thought he would, if that makes sense.
Yeah. But he's still a quality player.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
I'm sorry. I know there's one dude with probably him on his wall. He's like, he probably
we're not trying to crash on anybody's role model or anything like that.
How do you feel about this being a year later and we say that Lamine Yamal had the best season again?
I think
Is that believable?
I think it is. I think that a lot of people, still think that he does have a lot to prove. Mm-hmm. But I think a lot of people kind of underestimate the fact that the kid was doing the stuff that he was doing, as a teenager, to grown men playing in a league with the top players in the world who are years and years and years older than this man, whose game is supposed to be matured years beyond his, but yet he was performing the way he was. I mean, and I don't want to glaze him too much, but I think that the kid did prove a point.
Yeah, that he can exist among grown ass men.
Exactly, he can stand out against grown men.
Yeah, like some famous guy said, like age doesn't matter. Your talent does. Like if you can play with the older group, you can beat them. If you can exist. But I think that is a storyline. That is a narrative that I would like to see a year from now. Another one would be no shade. It would be like trouble in Real Madrid.
I think that they'll. I think they have some momentum that they kind of picked up a little bit in the Club World Cup. I think they had some decent performances, even though they didn't make it really that far.
Would you say that?
Well, I guess they did make it pretty far.
Would you say that Real Madrid's totality in overall season is going to be tied kind of partially with Barca's performance?
No, I think they have their own point to prove. I think after their season that they had last season, not saying that they had a terrible season, but I think not making it quite as far, as they wanted in the UCL. And
so you do essentially believe that both of them could have respectively, well, one would have a better year than the other because one would just win the domestic, but both of them could have good years and it wouldn't affect Real's layout going forward.
Yeah, I think that they can both have pretty good seasons and be happy with where they come out at. Barcelona being they keep their form going and their momentum, and then Real Madrid, comes back and says, we still are, because for example, one of the best teams in the world, and we can compete and win, and
because say you're Real Madrid,
consistently
you're a top club, you demand not just to show up to a lot of tournaments, you kind of show up to win. Or if you're not winning, hell, I ain't gonna lie. A lot of these dudes are like they want to win. Like they spend a lot of money, and they don't really like excuses of like why we didn't win.
Right.
So, I feel like, I don't know, some devil's advocate like level of thinking. I feel like, say you come in second domestically, right?
That's fine.
But also, okay, you say, well, we still have the UCL.
Yeah.
But say like you come in like round of 16. Like maybe.
Nah, I think they got to make it further than. I think they have to make it pretty far.
But what if they don't like that? That's what I'm saying. Like, would you say like if you're upper management, would you look and say we have to like retool something, or like are we okay with being basically second to Barca and domestic, and kind of in the pack of it with the UCL?
I wouldn't say maybe go into like maybe kind of relaying stuff out, but maybe make some small tweaks. Maybe keep players and see if maybe
what tweaks would you be thinking? I mean, this is just
I mean, maybe you don't really tweak anything. Maybe you just keep your players, keep your same coach, and
I definitely think
and see if
that was
if we can go to the next season and improve off of this.
Yeah, I think if that was a circumstance, they would definitely keep him, because they would know that he did okay on his end. It just would kind of be more of like a talent type of, not like talent as a team, but more so like kind of like like who do you have, like your person, more of a personnel type of thing. And I think sometimes that can be more of a harder fix, because you can easily fire and hire a coach than you can just like sell a player, acquire a player,
right?
And it takes so much as even scouting players, because you kind of, some of the best players, like if other teams want them and they're willing to pay more money, so it's only so many players every cycle of every market that are
really available. Yeah.
Isak, you know.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's an interesting one. That would be, I think, if they do end up, getting him, I think that the Premier League is going to be in
I just have a gripe. I don't like it. Like
Premier League is going to be in trouble.
You have Etikite. Fuck. You have Etikite. And I don't see both of them up top. I don't see Isak and him. Like, well, what's the point? All right, that's my question. What's the point?
I mean, I don't disagree with what's the point of getting him, but I mean, if they did, oh my goodness.
It's just, I get it.
Tell me that's not dangerous.
It's dangerous, but it's just like, this is real life. This isn't FIFA. Like, this is real money. It's like, that money that they could possibly spend on Isak, they could literally.
But do you think that he would fit in there?
I think he would.
I think that would be
but
so crazy.
He would on like a video game level, but
That'd be so crazy. I really hope it does happen because I want to see it. I just want to see it just because it seems exciting.
Well, I feel like, well, why would you bring him in even if
entertaining? That is going to be just imagine that the money they're going to make off of bringing that man there.
I don't care for it more so for the fact that if Van Dijk is out like a little, and you're not gonna put in Gomez for no shade to Gomez. Gomez cool, but like you need like a backup, and
that's fine.
And I feel like they look at it kind of crazy. Like if you're a backline, you like, damn, y'all went and spent more money on like an attack.
They have Van Dijk. The only other center back they really got to worry about rotating is the other side. He's not going anywhere.
That's what I'm saying. But Van Dijk is like not getting any younger.
But he's still doing everything that they need him to do.
Then you got World Cup play coming, niggas.
Man,
hey, you know how I get, man.
If they get Isak, man, I'm telling you, that's gonna be entertaining, and the Premier League is gonna be in trouble.
That'll be a lot of pressure if he gets there. Because I will say, if he pulls up, it's a lot of people that weren't looking at Liverpool that will definitely be looking at. Not like that they weren't good before, but like they're gonna be looking at Liverpool like, hey, y'all spent a lot of money on this cycle, so.
Speaking of Liverpool, the departure of Luis Diaz.
I think it was a good move on both parties, because I mean they both benefited.
Yeah.
Because he got to go, they got the cash, which can go to. It's gonna go to Isak, but. Like I like it for him though. I like it for his growth. I feel like go where you celebrate it, not tolerate it.
So what? How do you think he's gonna fit in there?
Like a glove. You got Harry Kane. You got a little bit of like hey, we used to hoop in England together, like ish, not together, but
against each other.
I feel like that helps with that chemistry level because it's good to walk in the locker room and be like,
they know each other.
Yeah. And you can speak Spanish, just about everywhere in the locker room. This nigga's gonna. So I think niggas never really go there and just fuck up for real. Like if you go there and fuck up, it was your fault. Like I would have loved for Rashford to go there because if he'd have fucked up, it'd look bad solely on him.
Yeah, because they've never been not a good team.
Which, I would even give it to Barca too, because they're just such a consistent organization that, if something kind of comes up, you kind of know whose side was probably on some foul shit.
Right. Yeah.
But, I think that'll be cool. They're going to get Nunez out of there. That's more money off the books.
Where is he supposed to be going? I forgot where he was linked.
We got Nunez. We got Nunez heading out. We got Florian Wirtz coming in. That is a
good pickup.
That is a great. I felt like he was going to be the pickup of the summer, but then they went and out and they kind of got some more help on the.
What a combo! Him, Isak, and Salah.
Yeah, and you have Hugo. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. I said it right the other day. I'm not gonna say it right now though.
Who?
Ekitike. Yeah. Ekitike. Yeah. Yeah. Ekitike. All right, cool. Yeah, they
I
have.
don't know this guy.
That's the striker or the center forward that they signed.
Ekatike.
From did he come from PSG? I think he came from League One. Very
Marseille.
Let me think. I'm gonna show you. You'll recognize him. He's a bucket. He's a bucket. His name is the same thing backwards as it is. Like if you just said it. Yeah.
That's odd. What is the word for that again?
I'm gonna show you because.
Oh, Ekatike. Oh, yeah.
Actually, yeah, it wasn't PSG. It was.
Bundesliga.
Yeah.
Frankfurt. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they have him and they want Isak.
I have to check it out. But I mean, Isak is. Do you think Isak is better than this guy?
I'm gonna tell you this. Hold on. It's the thing about it is if it goes to playing how Liverpool wants it, I don't know. I feel like he's gonna look at Isak and be like, "Well, why did y'all bring me here?" Like, because it's not like he has to be like a sole number 9, but it's also kind of like, is one of them gonna play on the wing type of thing? Because I don't think they're gonna run like a double.
Okay, so
You know?
which one are you starting?
Well, they probably would pay the most for Isak, so you're gonna have to start Isak. But it's kind of like
X the money. Who are you starting?
damn, off respect, you really would have to damn near. I feel like I would. It's tough because for Isak to be like, I'm not going back to the club. Well, he did go back to practice yesterday, but for him to like damn near be like, I don't want to go back to Newcastle. He must have felt a reason to go to Liverpool. So like, I feel like they must have approached him. But I feel like for a club to approach him after you kind of got somebody already, it's kind of like, did you bring me to start or did you kind of bring me to be like a rotation guy? So like, I don't know. Maybe Liverpool always wanted Isak as a starter. It's like if you got Tom Brady, of course I'm gonna start Tom Brady, but it's
who
like
are you starting off of skill, off of
skill.
I want goals. I want consistency. I want a number 9. Who are you starting?
I do Isak.
I agree.
I just feel like you could have got some money back at least at that point because I'm not
But
gonna
why
say,
not have them both? You know, if we got them, they don't.
Okay, addition by subtraction. I get it. I get that. And you know it will help them because if that is their plan, and maybe they had a conversation with fuck Hugo. Fuck Ekatike. The thing about Ekatike is
Say it one more time.
Ekatike for Liverpool is gonna be Ekatike. No, but the thing is, I get it. He's a younger guy. Isak is a little older. So he's definitely more in his prime. I don't think he would look at it as disrespect, but I think that he'll definitely kind of look and be like, I could have stayed where I was low key too, though.
Right, because he is a big. I mean, he's a main key part there.
Now if they're looking at it like, World Cup's coming up, squad might be short at times. Both of y'all gonna get like ample amount of time. Okay, cool. But like as it stands right now, I just look at it like,
But I don't think they would spend that much money for just we're gonna use y'all primarily through World Cup time. I don't.
That's what I thought.
That's a lot of money.
But like you said, to your point, I feel like if it was about money, I feel like they wouldn't have spent it on both of them. I thought they just would have waited it out, or because I thought when they did Verts, to be honest, that was going to be their signing up this summer. I thought they'd bring in more people, but
I didn't think they were gonna go after any other big targets like that.
And mostly, and don't get me wrong, like football is more than a money aspect, but that ties into a lot of it, and it also ties into a lot of scouting. And it's like the more expensive you are, the more further out we were probably scouting you. So it's like they probably was scouting Verts probably 9 months ago. So to go get a guy like Isak, I felt like how long were you wanting, or how long were you probably looking? Because it seemed like he wasn't on the market for too long.
Definitely not. I mean, by the time he hit the market, they was already linked to them.
Yeah, honestly so. But who do you think is going to score more goals if Isak does make that move to Liverpool? Who do you think is going to score the most goals in the squad?
That's tough because you still would expect to see a lot from Mo Salah. But I think that Isak would come in there and still continue to score goals. I think that he would.
Man, don't play it safe, man.
I'm gonna go Isak.
Okay, all right.
I'm gonna go Isak. I think that he can. Being around, not saying any disrespect to Newcastle, but being around some world class talents like that, I think.
Well, and also no disrespect.
He can find a spot and shine
because they will get some bread out the deal. They will.
Yeah,
they'll get it.
Yeah.
They'll get at least 100 and like 30, 150 euros.
They can go find them a few big name players. With the profit that they'll make off of them for sure.
And it's crazy because I know it's not like a crazy big signing, but since it's kind of one of the last ones of the window, it kind of is like a domino for other teams of like where other players may or may not go. It's just like some last minute veteran type signings for real.
Do you think that Man City should be trying to make any signings with Haaland's injury?
They made a few signings this summer. Nothing really insane.
Do you think they should go after something else?
No, I think they're slowly retool. The thing about Pep, he's going to retool as he goes, like throughout the season. Mm-hmm. Pep is going to he's going to do what he wants to do with the squad, and he has been. And it works for the most part, and when it doesn't, people let you know.
Right.
But he's kind of been shedding like some of the quote unquote deader skin. Like, they're looking kind of for a place for Grealish. Foden really isn't kind of fitting in like he used to because you have Marmoush like really taking a lot of.
I feel like they don't give him enough opportunities to really get into a good stride. I don't think they let him see the field enough.
I think it's a situation. It's a Cole Palmer-ish situation. Is you can ball, but it's just at what we kind of have going on. Like at the moment is, if you're just not what we have going on at the moment, you're just gonna have to like sit to the side essentially.
I think he's still a really good player, and I think that they should use him. Me personally, I think he could still have a positive effect on the team if they put him on the pitch. I mean, I think he's still young. He's still springy. Still can finish. Still aggressive. So why not give him the opportunity? But they bring in, like you said, money talks. They bring in spend some money on people that they have to put on the pitch now.
And I think him, because he's always been a top or for the last few seasons he's been a little bit more productive than Grealish. But more so because he's just a little bit more younger, a little bit more quicker, like, moving around and creating a little bit more chances. But that is kind of like something that he can control. It's just the people that they have kind of bringing in. If you're only making like, 100,000 euros a week and the guy they're bringing in is making 450,000 euros a week, I can't sit the guy, that's making that, from a coach's standpoint, I couldn't. Like the ownership, whoever they might show up to the locker room and be like, "Oh yeah, what's going on?" Because this is coming out of my checkbook, so he needs to be on the field.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I think he's been a victim of that because, like you said, like if I got to play this guy, and you can only play so many positions, it just comes down to, and especially you're not really the most willing to go on loan, which is okay because I get it as a player, especially if you think that you're first team quality,
right.
Like I get you would want to stay, but some situations it's like you can kind of cut your losses.
I would never blame somebody for if you're not seeing the pitch for trying to find somewhere where you can to get your opportunity. Then I mean, if you do get the opportunity, why not take it?
And I respect either way, because if you want to stay and stick it out and grind, and because if you just think you have a shot at it, I understand. But if you just want to just go and if you want to go for the opportunity of getting on the field and take it, because it's always opportunities out there.
Some players, they come up through the youth academies and they want to stay loyal to their club. Yeah.
Yeah. So. And I do think he's not unfortunate because he is a professional player. He has got up to this point. I think he is a product of that because you kind of have to also, I guess, look at it from outside in. If somebody else would have wanted him to bad enough, they would have
Right.
sent a nicer offer or an offer to make Man City. Because that's the thing, it's crazy. This is how you know what players want when other like clubs are constantly offering like transfer offers for them because they just want to see what the club thinks they're worth.
They want to see how much you wouldn't have let him go. For.
Like they'll throw out 70.
We're gonna test the water.
Yeah. Like Liverpool, they sent 110. Newcastle. Moving forward to our start, bench, and cut segment. Our first lineup is going to be handcrafted. What do you have for us?
We're gonna go with center backs today. We're gonna switch it up. Let's go Virgil van Dijk. Then we'll go with Saliba and Marquinhos.
Okay, I'll let you go first.
Ooh, that's tough. Start, bench, cut. Those three. I'm gonna go start Virgil van Dijk. Bench Marquinhos, and I'll probably sell Saliba.
My question before I go, what would keep you from starting Marquinhos and benching Van Dijk?
Van Dijk's just a little. I mean, he's got the size. He's got a little bit more physicality. Yeah. So he's got his distributions really well. I just think he's a little bit more well-rounded, I guess. And also just predominantly as well the size thing. And I don't, I'm not saying that Marquinhos isn't physical or strong or
No, I mean you can say
or anything like that. I think that
I
think he's a world-class center back. I think the three of them are world-class center backs. With all due respect,
He's just right now like 2025.
I have to go with Virgil van Dijk.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm actually gonna go Marquinhos
Okay.
and
Much respect.
And I'll go Van Dijk on the bench. And we can just cut the fat off. I don't.
Ouch.
I don't mind.
You
him.
didn't have to do that.
To be honest, I really almost would bench him and cut Van Dijk.
Really?
It's just I'm always thinking a little bit forward, and I just feel,
Do you feel like Van Dijk's getting old?
I feel like this.
Just say it with your chest if that's how you feel, man.
Well, not even this. Respectively, this.
All right.
He's at that point where he's getting old in his league, which is not bad because he's in a really good league.
Yeah.
But like, say for example, if he went to not like
I
realistically,
feel like the Premier League, he's still young.
see if
enough.
he went to like MLS, he's new. Like he could hoop for like a good bit.
He can still hoop in the Prem for a while. There's some old. I wouldn't say old, but there's some dudes that are getting up there in age in the Prem still.
Well, yes, it's just I know he has had previous injuries, especially to the knee region, and it doesn't do you any favors heading into like that mid to late 30s region, which he is.
I guess we'll see the longevity, man. He's got a pretty juicy extension on that contract, I think. So
and that's the
we'll
thing
see
too.
we'll see how it goes.
You can only,
I have faith in him.
Okay, who do you think will regress out of their prime faster, Salah or Van Dijk?
Salah. Wingers is a much more not physically, but it's more on your body. Where
once you lose your legs, it's much more detrimental.
Yeah,
to your performance.
Center back is more of a. We're more of a here type thing.
Yeah,
we're more
it's
of
a.
How do we make our job easier?
Okay,
that's more of our mindset, and I say our because I play center back.
Okay, and that's respect to the back line.
Yeah.
Respect to the back line. You got to back the line. Marcus, okay, our next start bench or cut is going to be Hugh Ming, Marcus Rashford, and Jack Grealish for Man City.
Yeah, to me, man, I'm not going to lie. This one's kind of easy for me.
Is it?
Yeah, I'm going to start Son. I'm sorry. I don't know why. Yeah. Actually, I'm not apologizing for that. I'm going to start Son. Then I'm going to have to bench Marcus Rashford. And I'm going to sell Jack Grealish. Respectfully to Jack Grealish.
What would keep you from not starting Rashford? Is it that
Son is more consistent.
all right. Okay.
You know it. You know
Okay,
it. I'm
all right.
sorry. No disrespect, but
Well, because
you know.
Rashford's thing isn't how high are his peaks, because you've seen how high he can perform.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
absolutely.
how
How
long?
often can you do that? Yeah. We know you can do it. Just we need to do a little bit more. That's it.
Also, Son, shout out. He's had a hell of a career with Tottenham, the Hotspurs.
Agreed. And your answer is?
Same, just off of consistency.
Yep.
Hell, I would damn near put Jack Grealish over Marcus
Almost.
Rashford.
I contemplated it. Almost.
I like Jack. Like, it's just a business, and it's just all about, you can be a rotational guy at a really good club, and you can be the MVP. You can be a starter on another club.
Yeah,
So like I said,
because him at
Aston Villa.
yeah.
But that's the thing. It's like, I can only give you so much grace if you just stay though.
Yeah.
Because if you stay and you don't
continue to do that.
and well, like if you stay at like a place like Man City and you're just not getting a lot of time, I can only give you a pass so long until you just. It's kind of just like, because a lot of people that like, they'll stay a season and a half and they're like, hey, just loan me out at least.
Right.
But because like I said, I give you that grace initially, but after a while, it's kind of like go somewhere. You're not gonna be playing forever,
Right.
Especially while you're in. I would love for him to go back to Aston Villa, but
That'd be interesting. I think that would be exciting.
they probably just wouldn't want to pay for his loan. I wouldn't be surprised if City was willing to sell him.
Do we have one more?
We have one more start venture cut, and this is our most important one. Declan Rice, Casemiro, and Rodri.
You want to go first this time?
Yes. This will be an easy one. This will be Rodri, even with one leg, Declan Rice, and Casemiro. Casemiro has had a hell of a career. It's just not as quick in the feet.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
It's still there.
Absolutely.
It's just like I said. If he wants to go to a lower league, he can still ball just fine.
Absolutely. I'm going to agree with your order there. I have no arguments, no changes.
Shout out Declan Rice, an exceptional midfielder.
Absolutely. But Rodri is
Serviceable. Oh yeah. Rodri's just so much better.
world class.
Yeah, world class.
Yeah.
World class.
Not saying that Declan Rice is not. I think that he is an excellent.
I like him in my
midfielder.
squad. Yeah, I like him.
Would you class? That's a segment we should have. World class. Would you? Yeah.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Stay tuned. You might see it. But what do you have for us closing out?
Soccer related?
Yeah.
Okay. I was wondering if we were gonna keep it there. Closing out. Let's see. Do you want to leave a start bench cut to them?
What you got for us? You got something planned?
Got a little something up my sleeve.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's go with Jude Bellingham, Jamal Musiala, and Florian Wirtz. All three attacking midfielders.
That's an easy start, but what's that bench going to be?
Let's find out. Let's see what they say.
Thank you for coming to this episode of Global Goal. We hope you have a great week and stay tuned for more.